Hi everybody, it's Mr. Mosley from Pleasant Hill Middle School. I'm here to show you the basics about Google Classroom. This is the #1 medium we're going to be using to communicate with you guys, to set up meetings, post assignments. And this video is for those of you who never used it before, or maybe for those of you who've used it a little bit and could use a refresher as we move into the start of distance learning for our school year. So we'll start off in your web browser. We'll go to classroom.google.com. If you've used it before, you might have some old classes that maybe you want to unenroll from. If you've never used it, I'm going to show you how you can join your first class. You'll need to join separate classes for every subject. So you'll have a class for English, math, science, so on and so forth. But once you've set up one, it's really easy to get set up for the rest. So we'll start by going up to this plus sign you can see in the top right corner. And we are going to join a class. What you guys are going to need is a classroom code from your teachers. All of your teachers, when they set up their classes, are going to have a code that they're going to need to get to you. And we'll post those so you can find them. So I'm going to post the code to a class that I've created here for myself to join. Your teachers can also invite you individually as well. So if you ever have problems joining your class, teachers can also use your account just to invite you directly. And it's that simple to join the class. I put in the code and now I'm in the class. You'll see a few different features that I'm going to walk you through that are going to be really common. It works almost like a blog where the most recent material is posted on top and older material is posted at the bottom. Use Mrs. Moses' account here to help set up a fake one so you can see she's the teacher. So in some cases, teachers will post material. These are just things for you to read, reference materials. So for example, down here, we have a course syllabus that's been posted. You guys might want to open that up, take a look. A lot of teachers are going to be posting initial materials like that for you to be able to see. And you can always go back and look at these whenever you want. No, they won't be deleted unless your teacher chooses to. So here's a course syllabus that you can check out. And when you're done with that, you can just close the Google Doc. Teachers will also post materials for you to view. So here we have some instructions that says, please read the attached article to prepare for tomorrow's assignment and discussion. So your teachers might post readings for you guys. So again, I can open this up. Maybe it's a Google Doc, maybe it's a PDF. It might even be a link to a website that you guys get sent to. And you can do that reading to prepare for whatever coursework you need to do. So this looks like it's an article from the New York Times, and we're probably going to have an assignment on that coming up. Again, there's nothing that I need to submit at this point. These are just to view. Then we see up here I have an assignment. You'll notice the other one said they were new material. This one is a new assignment. So this is something I'm going to have to do. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it. And I'll see a few things. So I can see how many points it's worth up here. I can see that there's a due date. So I need to make sure that I manage my time effectively. And then I also see where it says your work. And you'll notice that it's going to have your name. This means the teachers created the assignment specifically for you. In some cases, you might be able to post your own version of it, where it says add or create. Maybe you add something from your Google Drive. Maybe you add a Google slide that you're going to make for this assignment. But in this case, I have basically a worksheet that I have to fill out, a digital one. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up. And you'll see it's got my name on it because it's my assignment. I'm supposed to complete it. So it looks like this is referencing the article that we had to read earlier. The article has been linked again, just in case I need a refresher. And I've got a series of questions. So I'm going to respond to the questions. And I'd go through and answer all of them. When, let's say, something interrupts me and I close it by accident, I don't need to worry about saving my work. If I choose to, I can just open the assignment right back up. And one of the great things about using Google Docs and the entire G Suite is that it's going to save my work for me. So you can see that the work I did before, it's there, it's waiting for me, and I can continue to add to it. So I'll go through and I'll answer all the questions. When I think I've finished, when I'm done, and certainly before it's due, I'm going to click the Turn In button. It's going to make sure I want to turn it in, and I'll click Turn In. Really important we do this because otherwise it looks like it's missing. This is the same thing as handing in your work in class to the teacher. Maybe I had a question about something. You'll notice here is a space for private comments. If you have a question about the assignment itself, I would suggest you email your teachers directly. This medium isn't really great for communicating with your teachers if you need a quick answer. I might assign something on a Monday as a teacher, and maybe I don't go back and look at the work student progress until Wednesday or Tuesday. But if you have an immediate question, I would say email them. But if you have a question that's not real time sensitive, you can certainly post them in the comments. Maybe you did some work on it and then rethought about it and you realize, well, maybe I need to go back and look at one of those answers. You'll notice there's an unsubmit button. You can always unsubmit your work so that you can get it back again. Once you click that turn in button, the work doesn't belong to you anymore. It actually belongs to your teacher. So when you go back into it, you're not going to be able to make any changes to it unless you unsubmit. And most teachers are fine with you unsubmitting your work if you need to make some changes to it. So that shouldn't really be an issue for most of you. So that's how you are going to access most of your work, right? Turn in your work. If your teacher has any comments, she'll leave them. And you can access all of your classes up here where it says classes. It's going to give the list of all your classes. And you can see here on the home page, your work's been turned in. You can also go over here to Classwork. The Classwork page is actually going to organize your work by topic. So you can see one of the topics we have for this class is journalism. And so we've got all of them there. Maybe you'll have one on vocabulary, or maybe you'll have one on geometry for math, or maybe you'll have one on the Civil War for history. Your teachers can organize these by topic, so it's a little bit easier for you to find your work. You can also see people. Who else is in your class? Here it's just our teacher. And you can also check your grades this way as well. So after you finish that assignment, you can go back in, and once your teacher's graded it, it's going to post the grade and you'll be able to see that. So that's pretty much the basics for how to use it. As you move forward in the year, your teachers are going to add all kinds of new things to these. They'll add forms for you to fill out, videos for you to view. In some cases, you guys will even be access and creating other websites through these as well. But that should at least get you started. As you move forward, if you have questions about how to manage any of this stuff, obviously ask your teachers. We've all been using this for quite some time. But two, your fellow students are also great resources. Once you join a class and you can see who some of the other kids are in that class, you can email your classmates, text your friends, and they're all probably gonna have some answers for you.